Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com. Rouvali's Sibelius. Yes, here is the latest thing. Symphony 6 and 7 and selections from the Tempest. They don't tell us what selections. It's kind of interesting. We'll get to that in a moment. This series has had its hits and misses, mostly misses. This is a miss. Big time, huge, epic. Oh my God, this is the biggest fail of all. You know, Sibelius conductors, as I've pointed out, modern Sibelius conductors, tend to fall into two groups. The kind who get the first two symphonies really well, they get them and do them well because they're romantic and Tchaikovsky and that style. And then the ones who do the more modern, austere, neoclassical stuff really well, but don't get the first two. Most of the conductors out there are in the second category, because Tchaikovsky and that school are sort of out of fashion, and they don't really know what to do with the music. They don't know how to let themselves go. I don't think they know the music well enough, quite frankly, to let themselves go in it. But that's a gross generalization, and they do the neoclassical stuff somewhat better. Well, Rouvali is in a category of his own. He is one who does neither the early stuff nor the late stuff in some especially sympathetic way, which is an achievement of sorts. You know, I don't understand why these Finnish guys always have to take out their Finishosity on Sibelius. It's really not fair. You know, I mean, and it's not fair to the record industry. Truthfully, it's not fair. It's not smart of the record industry. Well, maybe it is, because they're marketing Finnish music with Finnish guy, and everyone goes, oh, we're going to have, a double dose of finitude. I mean, but no. Our artists should always be allowed to do the music that they do best, that they feel most sympathetic towards, because then you are more likely to get memorable results on disc. And then maybe later they can go do that stuff. Anyway, that's me. I'm just blathering. This sucks. I was trying to put off the inevitable, folks. I really was. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Where do we begin? Okay, Symphony No. 6. Symphony No. 6 is a tough nut to crack, as you know, because it's in its own sound world. It really is. It's a remarkable, beautiful, beautiful work, but it's elegant. It's pure. I mean, Sibelius called it, a glass of clear spring water. Well, the spring got polluted. It got contaminated. It has phosphates in it. It has sewage. It has agricultural runoff, and maybe even some medical waste. It's a possibility. What does Rouvali do here? Well, what he does is he accents virtually every note. I'm not kidding. I mean, the very opening is rather swift, but all of those contrapunto lines, they're all sort of accented at once. And then when the quicker section starts, it's not really quicker. It's a fascinating movement because it all moves in one tempo. But the opening is surely slow, and that middle section is surely quick because Sibelius divides up the note values in such a way as that it seems to move quicker. And it starts off okay. I mean, you think initially that his tendency to accent every single entrance and every single note of every single tune is going to create an extraordinary vividness. But as you may have suspected in the back of your mind when this started, you can't keep it up. It isn't possible, and it becomes monotonous. And it becomes monotonous in that central section when the strings are all going cha 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 cha. It's over and over through all the parts, dot 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 like that. And it goes on for quite a while doing that. And playing that is really, really difficult because it has to move and flow and not sound choppy. Well, this is the worst performance of that I've ever heard. It gets slower and heavier and it's lumpish. Cha 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 cha. If you think me doing that was boring, listen to him do it for like a couple minutes. Oh my God. It's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. He also has no clue what to do with the end of the movement, which is very hard to do. It's very tricky. He's decided that it's fast, that it's slow, that it's, he's trying to figure out how to do the ending and make it more effective. And it's not, it's open-ended. It really is. Okay, the slow movement. The slow movement is fragmenty. It's little fragments that only in the middle come together with that big tune. Well, it stays fragmenty. The scherzo. Oh, God, the scherzo. Okay. Problem with the scherzo is that it's full of little ostinato figures which are subordinate. The very opening. Jada, 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 jada. Right? And the way he's tugging at it like it's like the rite of spring. It's all too emphatic because it has to go somewhere. You understand? It's not chada 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 chada. It's chada 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 da 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 da. There's a melody. There's a melodic line. So you gotta do your chudits so that the chudit still has that sense of throughness, of shape, leading to a climactic point. And he doesn't do it. He just whacks every note, one after the other, dogged fashion. And of course, there's the middle section where it's all doing its chudits. Chudit, 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 da, 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 da. But here, the relationship between melody and accompaniment gets messed up because he's giving so much attention to the accentuation underneath what's supposed to be a tune. So there's the scherzo. Then the finale. Oh, my God. Okay, look. The finale is marked allegro molto. Very quick. Very lively. Most conductors take it way too slowly. I mean, the most famous was Paavo Berglund. But he was, a master in his way, and so he could sort of sometimes pull it off. Very few conductors take Sibelius at his word in this finale. Some of them who have are Leonard Bernstein, for example. And especially when you get to that final apotheosis, on the strings. It's just strings mostly. It's so beautiful. And there's that chugga, 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 chugga underneath it. Well, I mean, here it's moving at like half tempo. It's abominable. It really is. It takes forever, and it sounds all wrong. I compared this, in real time to Colin Davis. Hello, cats. To Colin Davis, to Herbert Blomstedt, to a lot of Gibson, a lot of the really good Sibelius people. Not everybody makes it as fast as Sibelius indicates. In fact, most people don't. Most people take it more slowly because you want the strings to articulate. Bernstein didn't care if they could articulate or not. He took it up to tempo, and it's pretty exciting, if not entirely together sometimes. But the bottom line is that they all have that feeling of lightness, of fleetness, of it's as if it's soaring through the air. It's got to be wonderfully, wonderfully aerated. Well, not here. No, bad. Awful, horrible, disgusting. Okay, so that's that one. The seventh. Oh, boy. Okay, so the seventh has, first of all, another opening polyphonic string thing, rather similar to the opening of the sixth. He takes it really, really fast. I was very interested to see what was going to happen because he takes it so quickly. I mean, that didn't bother me particularly. But then when you get that wonderful da-da-da-da-da-da under the tremolos, well, the tremolos are more important than the woodwinds. It's he's doing the same thing, poking at the music rather than playing it. And then as the tempo starts to increase, it's got to be light. It's got to be like presto. It's got to really move. And it runs into that scary, spooky recurrence of the main trombone theme with the heaving strings and chromatic scales as the tempo returns to the original adagio. Now, when that tune first appears here after the string opening, the trombone simply isn't prominent enough. I mean, the tune is sort of lost in the surrounding fog. And lost in the fog might be a good title for the entire interpretation, because then when it starts to move really quickly, he doesn't move it enough. That presto isn't presto. It's leaden. Again, it's leaden. And that wonderful roiling climax with the swirling strings and the minor key version of the trombone. Oh, God, it's nothing happening. There's no climax there. None at all. You don't get the sense of the change in tempo, the heaviness that comes in. It's all missing. Absolutely missing. Then on the other side of it, we have that lovely pastoral interlude, which is here just a muddle. It's a swamp. It's not a clear forest glen in the pristine Finnish spring or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. It just dies. It's fuzzy and inarticulate. It's funny because he's accenting everything all over the place, everywhere else. Not there. Right where you need it, where you da 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 ba da 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 da. It would be wonderful to have some clarity and shapeliness of line in that central part, but it ain't there. Okay, that's not there. Then the return to tempo one. Chugga 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 chugga. It's the scales going do 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 do, and the big theme comes back on the trombones. Well, again, there's no sense of movement from one tempo area to another here. He starts it where it's going to wind up. And that's wrong. It's just simply wrong. And so you have the closing pages and the final bars, which are balanced strangely. And it's, oh God, it's awful. So that's a disgusting, horrible mess. And I really, people say that when I do these things, sometimes I get too personal in making fun of these guys, because of their fabulous pictures and things. Well, you do have to kind of wonder just how smart he is. And I don't mean that in a, school sense. Maybe he got excellent grades. I hope he did. I mean how smart he is as an interpreter. What guiding intelligence there is behind these decisions to just take the music section by section and do things to it that seem to bear no relationship to the larger whole. And Sibelius is all about the larger whole. It's all about this sort of organic flow and cohesiveness. And that's what these performances lack. Now, the fabulous coupling is the Tempest. Well, the Tempest has two suites. And most of what he's got here is the second suite. And it looks like, but, the funny thing is, there are movements, the Harvesters, Miranda, Caliban's song, we know that none of those things are mentioned here at all. There's the disc. Where is it? Not a bit. All he does is give us tempo markings, Oh, there they are. Wait a minute. Okay, so we have the chorus of winds, intermezzo, dance of the dips. Okay, that's here. I didn't even open the booklet, but I just looked at the back here because it just gave you the tempo markings here somewhere. I don't know. Where was it? It just said like Allegro or something. Well, here it does. Good. Fine. So enough of that complaint. So it's the second suite. It's nice. It's nicely done. It's pretty. Miranda's excellently done. It's beautiful. So, I mean, he can do incidental music. Maybe what he really is a conductor of miniatures. It's not a crime, but, to do large-scale music, large-scale works, you need to have large-scale chops, a large-scale vision, a wider sense of what the music is supposed to be like and how every part fits into the whole. He doesn't. He's clueless. He's truly clueless. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. He's just not up to this. It's really, really awful. So the Gothenburg Symphony Orchestra certainly plays well. They know this music better than he does. I hope that they had a thoroughly unpleasant time working with him on this, because it was thoroughly unpleasant to listen to on Alpha. Yeah, the Sibelius label. I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. Keep on listening, friends. Well, maybe this one deserves a wow. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.